so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians are superior race than every other people. We are. Look at boxing. Look at MMA. Look at the NFL. Look at the soccer league. Baseball. The inventions. The so-called Mexican man created color television. So-called white man ain't do that. So-called black man created traffic light. So-called white man ain't do that. I know it. Right? He said, go ahead. Go ahead. What you got? Hey, get that brother a flyer. Hey, what's your ethnicity, man? Mexican. We got a flyer for you. You ever heard of Hebrew Israelites? You're not a religious person? Was your grandmother a religious woman? Grandpa, mother, father? Primos, hermanos? Do you know anyone in your family that believed in this book?
So then they hide the body. They're like, excuse me, what religion is it?
This ain't no religion. This is a bloodline. The so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians go back to a specific forefathers called Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Well, that's what we go back to. Every Saturday, every 7 p.m. or what?
We out here every Saturday at 2 to 6, every Thursday 6 to 8.
I know I see you guys here when I come from work.
You gotta check this out, man. You stop by, right?
You guys mind?
Huh?
You guys mind if I smoke?
I mean, hey, we do mind if you smoke, right? Matter of fact, get that Ciroc. We got some wisdom for you. Get that Ciroc. What's that? 14.5.
Bring it out, God. Let
Get that Ciroc 14.5.
Ciroc.
Get Proverbs. Get Proverbs chapter 4. Real quick, we got something for you. Two verses, brother. 2 verses.
No,
bring it out.
Ciroc 14 and 5.
We got 2 verses for you. Go ahead.
He that is evil to himself.
He that is evil to himself. Go ahead.
To whom will he be good?
To whom can you do good? So you smoking, right? Giving yourself lung cancer.
I'm trying to stop, homie.
Right? You're trying to stop. And this is what we here. We here to help you to stop. So if you're doing evil to yourself, brother, you can't do good to nobody else. Right?
Every time you take it.
Hey, we talking right now.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk right here. Right?
Well, check it out, homie.
Go ahead.
I've been out for like 6 months.
What you go in for? Get Isaiah 42:22.
Somebody.
You stab someone?
What?
For what cause? For what reason? Rival? Rival? Alright, get Jordan 28.
Hey, you doing like that?
Listen, everything that our people go through, the Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians, whether it be gang banging, right, selling drugs, being incarcerated, is all in this book.
I don't like drugs though. I go against it.
That's good. Because we're against drugs. We're against pushing drugs in our community, pushing it to our mothers, our cousins, our sisters, our brothers, even our women and our own brothers. Right? But get that, Deuteronomy 28 and start at 15.
Deuteronomy 28:15.
To show you it's not a religion. Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
right, go ahead,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
So we have commandments and statutes that we have as a people, right? That our ancestors had. Laws, statutes, and commandments, not Christianity or Catholicism.
Yeah, but
right?
they used to smoke back in the days though.
We didn't smoke back in the day. Other nations did.
Tobacco?
Other nations smoked tobacco. But our people, we was never rooted into that. Right? We picture our body as what the hell is going on? As a temple, right? So when you have a temple, when you have a house, you want to keep your house clean, right? You want your house to smell good, you want it to look good, you want it to be clean. That's the same way we need to treat our own vessels, right? Bring it out.
So it says, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come. All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So there was going to be curses that was going to come upon us and overtake us. Get verse 54. This is a curse that goes on within our own communities, whether black or brown, right?
Because it's a curse though.
The Most High calls it. I'm gonna show you if this is a curse. Go ahead.
54. So that the man that is tender among you.
So a man that's tender among you, go ahead.
And very delicate.
Something that's very tender and delicate to you, how you gonna treat it? You're gonna treat it with care, right? Same way you get them 501s, you crease them things up, right? They smell good, you starch them up, right? Same way you do your the white tee, you iron that thing up, you wanna make sure you're looking sharp. Your shirts are sharp, your pants are sharp, and your shoes.
That's what I said, like an egg, homie.
Like an egg. You treat it with tenderness and delicateness. That's how we used to treat each other back in our ancient times, back in the land of Israel. And we still can. There's people that choose not to. But the Most High is looking for people that are choosing to. Right? Bring it out.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
So one of these curses said that during the time we would treat each other with tenderness and delicateness. But then there was going to come a time where we was going to have an evil eye towards each other. And what did you have towards one brother that you got incarcerated for? An evil eye. That's a curse that's been placed on you. When you was born, you didn't say, all right, I'm just gonna hate this game or that game, right?
Some people grow up to that lifestyle.
Some people grow up to that, right? Wouldn't you say that's a curse? Because these white folks, they grow up in suburban areas, right? Do you see them going to Beverly Hills? Talking about this Malibu. Hey, F what you on? No, they don't do that.
I don't want to live that style because they don't know how to struggle music. They don't know what real life is.
Go ahead, tell them.
I was just going to say, they could wear colors in our neighborhoods and walk around, nothing happens to them. As soon as we wear the wrong color, we get banged on, right?
That's what you think.
No, that's what happens.
He wearing a red flannel right now. If we were to do that, where you from?
You're downtown. You can wear whatever color you want.
Man, listen. Where you from? San Diego?
Southeast.
Yeah.
What part of Southeast you from?
Market Street.
Oh, you from Market? Logan Heights?
Market Street.
Oh, Market Street. Okay, so you what? 33rd, 32nd?
47.
Oh, 47th in Market. Oh, okay. All right, by the neighbors. All right, for sure. Again, someone walking down there wearing green. What's gonna happen?
You know.
We know. And listen, I do know because the same life, brother, the same life you living now was the same life I used to live. I see you walking down Salola Avenue wearing dark blue. I'm getting on. Listen, I'm on you, right? That's what's expected. But again, it's a curse that's been placed on our people, right? Have you ever? What's that woman's name? Right? If you know about the Aztec history, there was a woman, right? When the Spaniards came, I forgot her name. Salakia. You know her name? Look up her name. Someone look up her name. It was a woman. That was an Aztec woman. Malinche. Right? It was a sister, Aztec sister.
Oh yeah,
right? When the Spaniards came, she had an evil eye towards her own people to do what? To show Hernan Cortez where the gold's at, where the silver's at, where the kings are at, right? Where the elders are at. And gave them strategic tactics on how to take down the civilization of the Aztecs.
You know what happened to her?
She got killed.
But how?
Listen, I need to go. Yeah, I gotta go into history into that because I never figured out what happened to her. But you said what happened to her? She got cut into many pieces.
Yeah, you just said she got killed. You didn't know.
No, hey, listen, you put me on game. I never stood up here and said I know everything.
I know. I'm experiencing my differences and your differences.
Yeah, so no. I mean, what did you say? It's the same history, right? We know about this woman. She betrayed her people because she had an evil eye towards her people, right? The scripture talk about how the northern kingdom, the so-called Hispanics and Native Indians, right, which is part of the northern kingdom of Israel, fled captivity to come over here to the Americas to keep the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. But through a period of time, people to do what? They chose to hold on to all the customs that they have learned from the nations that they was dealing with, right? Our people, they have mingled themselves so much with these other nations, they start to take on customs of it, right? To where they where they treat themselves with hate. It's called self-hatred, right? In the Mexicano community, the darker you are, you're called what? Moreno, Paisa, right?
Border brother.
A what? A border brother. The lighter complexion you are, you get treated better, right? Hey, abuelita gives you more money, right?
They work harder.
Huh?
They work harder.
So the lighter skinned Mexicanos work harder than the darker skinned Mexicanos.
No, the other way around.
Yeah. The other way around.
Call you fail.
You see? And they'll call you fail too. I work with a lot of Mexicans. A lot.
I work with a lot of brothers too.
And
that time we go get along than the white folks. And you know what? It's cool. But in the end, it's still at the end, homie. Same shit. Go home, kick it with your people.
Well, of course. But you got, what I'm trying to get you to understand is that the so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians are all the same people. You have an evil eye against, listen, hear me out. You got an evil eye against Logan Heights, right? Southeast Sherman, right? Maybe Shelltown. He's like, you know Shelltown. I got a problem with Shelltown, right? Same thing with the so-called Negroes. West Coast Crips got a problem with Lincoln Park, Skyline Park, Emerald Hills, anything blood.
They still connect though. It's only
through what? How do they connect? Blood.
There you go.
Same way me and you connect.
Somebody gets killed. Then
it stirs up, right? Go ahead, bring it up.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 80 and verse 6. Thou makest us a strife unto our neighbors, right? And our enemies laugh among themselves.
Right? The enemies laugh. The KKK laugh. You ever seen, what's that movie, Crips of the Tales of the Crypt? You ever seen Tales of the Crypt? Y'all watch that movie. Tales from the Hood. Tales from the Hood. Remember the brother got in jail? And he said, what you in here for? Right? And he said, but listen. It was a dream. It was a dream, but it was a message to show you that the so-called white man don't give a damn about the so-called blacks killing the blacks, or the so-called Mexicans killing the Mexicans, or the so-called Mexicans killing the black, or the so-called blacks killing the Mexicans. The so-called white man in these other nations, they laugh at those things, right? Because we at the bottom, we poor. Right?
It's not only them laughing.
The Asians is laughing. The actual Africans is laughing. The East Indians is laughing.
So you got to put all that in one. Not
of course.
The white folks.
Listen, of course.
That sounds biased, homie.
No, of course.
You got to say everybody, not just the white.
Now
you're starting to sound like, not to use regular. Now you sound like you regular, homie.
Listen, well I am.
When it's not.
And the Most High is a racist too. Well I am a racist. You know what racist means?
Bias against the other person.
But
there is no but. I said bias against the other person.
Bias against the other person and for my own people, right? Isn't that the reason why we push?
Racist does not mean bias.
Not bias, but being for your own people. That's what being a racist is. Right? Go ahead. Bring it up. Yeah, read it.
It's the definition of racist, right? A person who shows or feels discrimination or prejudice against people of other races, or who believes that a particular race is superior to another.
Right? So I believe the so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians are superior race than every other people. We are. Look at boxing. Look at MMA. Look at the NFL. Look at the soccer league. Baseball. The inventions. The so-called Mexican man created color television. So-called white man didn't do that. So-called black man created traffic light. So-called white man didn't do that.
I know.
So we are the inventors in this land, brother. Right?
It's just that. It's just that we invent shit. The one that comes through with the money is the white people. They take credit.
Yeah, of course they take credit for it.
So we gotta have some kind
of what?
A little bit of respect for them, but not all of them.
We don't have no respect for them. I mean, we could say this. We could say they did a good job on destroying us mentally as a people,
and that's what they're doing.
And physically during the time, right? And then again, like you said, that's what they do. That's why when you turn on your TV and you watch rap videos, what goes on in rap videos?
I don't watch them. I hear it.
Well, you hear it, right? And it gives you a what? Doesn't it put off and give you a certain energy? Don't these rap songs give you a certain energy? Makes you want to get up and do that. And who pushes out? Who signs these contracts to these artists to push this music worldwide? To push this music into our communities?
Jerry Hendrix.
He said Jimi Hendrix.
No, Jerry Hendrix.
Oh, Jerry Hendrix?
Oh, Jerry Heller. No, Jerry Heller. Yeah.
I thought you said.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah, Easy-E.
There you go. That's what the problem lies.
And you seen what happens between Ice Cube and MC Ren, right? Yella and Eazy-E.
Exactly. So,
He
but
ca-
all
hey,
that,
he
comes
called-
back to that dude.
he calls heads to collide,
He called best friends to collide.
right? So this is what the so-called white. He has. Listen, we give them the respect of knowing how to do that, knowing how to make us go against each other,
Yeah, that's what you're
knowing how to
doing, man.
make us hate each other,
Right.
right? Right? But we need to get back into the spirit of loving one another,
Right.
right?
Oh, we do.
Because what's that? What's that? The Most High. What's that? And get Amos 5. I forgot to quote it, but it talks about hate.
Oh, like they told you.
No. Get Amos 8 real quick. Who still has that Proverbs 4?
Yeah, you didn't get that Isaiah about being locked up too. Brother,
Yeah, and Isaiah 42:22. Amos, get Amos. Let me see 5. Amos 5. Start at 13.
Amos chapter 5 verse 13. Therefore
Get
the
Isaiah
prudent shall
42:22.
keep silence in that time,
Right, go ahead.
for it is an evil time.
Right, go ahead.
Seek good and not evil.
So the Most High is telling us as a people to seek good and not evil. Go ahead.
Seek good and not evil,
Uh-huh.
that ye may live.
That you may live. Because whenever you seek evil, death comes. Right? You want to go shoot someone, you can end up missing and your ass get hit. Because you suck evil, right? Get Proverbs. I need Proverbs 4. I need that. Bring it out. Read.
And so the Lord,
Uh-huh.
the God of hosts,
Right? The Lord of hosts. You know what the Lord of hosts means? It means the Lord of armies. So our God, right? His name is Yahweh. Not God, it's Yahweh. He's a man of war, right? So he has an army. And we want to be part of that army, right? Go ahead.
shall be with you,
Shall be with us. Go ahead.
as ye have spoken.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Hate the evil
Hate the what?
Hate the evil.
You gotta hate the evil. Go ahead.
and love the good.
And love the good. Because when we love good, good things happen, brother. And what's the good? The laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Again, like you said, you're not religious. You don't need
It's not, like, all good, it's not good though.
You said what?
All good is not. Wait. I had something.
Listen, all evil is evil, brother, and all good
No, I mean,
is
all evil
good.
is not evil, homie.
And you know what's good? Hold that. I need you to hold that, but get Leviticus 19.
Some people think evil is good.
Yeah, some people do.
It's just how you take it.
Get Jeremiah 5. Everything you say, brother, is in the scriptures. It's in your spirit.
That's why I keep asking questions. I want to confirm everything that I know amongst people.
It's in your spirit, brother. Right? 5 and what's that? 20? 14. 5 and
Yeah, now that's it. Woe to the man called good evil.
no, that calls good evil and calls evil
Yeah.
good. Where's that?
Isaiah 5 and
Jeremiah
20.
or Isaiah? Isaiah 5 and 20. I thought it was Jeremiah.
Hey, y'all. Come back here. Shalom, brother.
What about drinking?
You can drink moderately, brother. Don't drink to be.
Oh, I'm not saying that, but
So yeah, but
how do you look about how do you look amongst that?
you said what?
How do you look amongst that?
What, drinking?
Yeah.
I mean, drink. Like I said, you.
Some people look at it as a bad thing.
No, it's not bad. As long as you do it moderately.
Drinking and smoking is day one.
As long as you're not becoming a drunkard, we're all good. As long as too much of anything is bad for you. As long as alcohol is not a need for you, like, oh, I need alcohol, you have it. You have a drink here and there. Yeah, hey, who the word that calls Jesus Christ? He drank one. The prophets drank one, right? But bring that out. Isaiah 5:20.
Isaiah chapter 5 and 20.
Uh-huh.
Woe unto them that call evil good,
Right, so the Most High is saying destruction unto them that call evil good. Go ahead.
and good evil,
And that call good evil.
That's right.
That's what's going to happen to our people. Our people that think that evil is good, right? That gang banging is good. Stabbing your brother is good. Shooting your brother is good. Selling dope to your own people is good. Most High says destruction unto you. Right? Go ahead, bring it out.
that put darkness for light,
That put darkness for light. Go ahead.
and light for darkness,
And light for darkness. This is the light. And like you said, a lot of people, they'll put this for darkness. They'll say this is darkness. They'll twist this, our history book of the records of our ancestors, they'll twist it all up to make it seem as darkness and not light. And this is a book that gives our people life.
Done.
Look at that.
This is the King James version, right? So we read the Hebrew and we read the Greek. Because that's what the Bible was written in. That's what it was compiled in. Right?
Right.
Go ahead.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Right? Go ahead.
Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes.
The Most High says, woe unto you that are wise in your own eyes. So whatever you see as good, woe unto you. Whatever you see as evil, woe unto you. Because this society that we live in is upside down. Would you say a man walking down the street in tight ass shorts and heels and a crop top is a good thing?
Hell
But people in this society see it as a good thing or being okay.
Now they're trying to make it okay.
Now they're trying to make it okay. And the Most High says, woe to those that say that's good. Destruction.
Those are the ones that need help.
Huh?
Those are the ones that need
They need the most help. Right? Go ahead. That was on that? Bring it out. That was on 21?
And prudent in their own sight.
Right, and prudent in their own sight. What you got?
I got all the ones you want to see. I got Proverbs, I got Leviticus.
Get Proverbs 4 real quick. Proverbs 4 start at 14. Start at 14. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked.
Right? The Most High saying, enter not into the path of the wicked. Go ahead.
And go not in the way of evil men.
Right? Don't go in the way of evil men. Because evil men's only going to lead you to two things. The penitentiary or the grave.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Avoid it.
Avoid it. Go ahead.
Pass not by it.
Don't pass by it. Avoid it. Right? It's like when you was hey, it's like
Don't collect $200.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's like when you see some, people nowadays, they see someone coughing, they're like, oh, you coughing? That's the vid.
That's how media shit go.
You have to avoid evil like that. You gotta avoid evil like germs, I mean, right? Or like a broad with STIDs or HIV, you gotta avoid that. You don't want to enter into that path because it's only gonna lead you to
All that
death.
stuff is how media goes.
You said what?
Media blows that shit out of proportion.
It blows what out of proportion?
All this real copy and shit.
Well, yeah, of course.
You know, like all this diseases and stuff.
They blow it out of
They
proportion.
still doing it.
But
I don't be like, oh shit, like damn. That's just,
hey, but
like,
but the
and then it
pestilence.
goes something that's not.
But
What happened? What happened before all this corona stuff? People probably like, oh, you said something or bless you.
they'll tell you to cover your goddamn mouth, right?
Not bad, but they'll be like, oh, bless you or
Oh, you talking about a sneeze?
yeah.
Well,
And I was like, shit, I gotta run. Like,
but imagine if someone was to sneeze on you, then what? You ain't gonna like it. You gotta avoid it. You gotta avoid evil the same way you avoid a sneeze, right? Go ahead, bring it out.
Back in 15, avoid it.
Hey,
Pass not by it.
same way you walking down the block and you see about 15 to 20 is wearing red and you naked, you ain't got nothing on you, not even a celly, and you got your blue on, you true blued up. Same way you gonna avoid that, say, man, I'm about to go the other way, homie. Same way. So that's the same way you gotta avoid evil. And unless you stupid,
nah, it didn't matter about being stupid.
unless you stupid to do it,
Crazy and stupid.
right?
That's
It might seem like you a tough guy.
It's not even about being a tough guy with like, so homie, it's just like, I gotta go through that. I'm not gonna go wait and look around.
Hey, look, hey, you might be a man out of a trillion. That'd be like, I'm walking straight through here wearing this blue. You might be that one man out of a trillion.
Nah,
right?
it's probably like two.
But bring that up.
And the other one's on the other side of the world.
Yeah,
wait settle for me for
Yeah,
now,
he gonna have to meet him. They gonna have to link up. Go ahead.
Back in 15, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it,
Right.
and pass away.
Turn from it and pass away. Go ahead.
For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
Right? The people that do evil, they don't sleep until they have committed the evil acts that's just running through their head. Right? Go ahead.
And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Right? Unless they cause something to fall. Right? We got a friend that's, he was in the Marines. He said when he was in the Marines, they went to sleep for 3 to 4 days. No sleep. Until they was done doing what they wanted to do.
Yeah, because
And
they're robots.
They're robots, but again, until they was done doing the evil that they needed to do, they didn't rest. Right?
Yeah, look at them over here.
And what evil is that? What evil is that? Murder. So that's what we're trying to get you away from, brother, from killing your own. Because that's the problem that goes on within our community, is that we kill our own.
That's why I stop here to see what's going
All,
on.
all praises to the Most High. Right? All praises to the Most High.
That way.
Yeah,
wait.
Hey, but what you didn't do is you didn't avoid the good, brother.
I'm telling you,
right? All praises. Hey, all praises.
You know I'm not
lying. All praises. Like I'm not speaking. Get Leviticus 19.
Leviticus 19. You want 16?
Start at 17.
17.
Right?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
You're not supposed to hate your brother in your heart. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not.
That's not talking about your heart, your organs. It's talking about your la'ab, your mind, your conscience.
I hate nobody, dog. I love everybody.
Right? We was talking about that the other night. When you was up in there in the pen, right? You was at Bailey, Donovan, Ironwood.
I was Pelican Bay.
Oh, you was in Pelican Bay. Now if they would have, I keep forgetting what level it is and what block it is.
Well, now it is. That was level 2. It was 4.
If they would have put you, I'm gonna say in the block filled with people that have been charged with being a pedophile, child abuser.
They don't put that.
I'm saying. Would you go in there and be like, hey man, I love y'all?
Yeah.
So you'll tell a pedophile.
Like, come here, dog.
And that's how the Most High does. The Most High he loves the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
That's who he loves. He don't love nobody else. He actually has hatred for somebody else. You know who that somebody else is? Get that. Get Genesis 25:25. Get Malachi 1. We're going to show you. We're going to show you who the Most High hates, right? The God of Israel, your God, right? Your deity, your power that got your back day in, day out, right? Bring it out. Genesis 25.
Look at Genesis chapter 25, verse 25.
Go ahead.
And the first came out red all over.
The first came out what?
Red all over.
Like
a hairy garment.
Right? Like a hairy garment. What people, what ethnicity or race of people come out red all over like a hairy garment?
Well, when you're born, come out red.
Not all babies. Not all babies. I ain't come out red.
How you know? You there?
I have pictures, brother. I have actual pictures. Listen, when I was born, there was something called a camera. That been invented.
Oh,
Nah. The so-called white man comes out red all over like a hairy garment. Right? Go ahead.
It says, and they called his name Esau.
And they called his name Esau.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Meaning wasted away is heat. That's what Esau means. Wasted away is heat, meaning his pigment, his pigmentation, his melanin is wasted away. He ain't got no melanin.
Oh, that's why he turns fucking red like a lobster when it's sun.
His blood shows forth through his skin. Right? Now let's see. Get Malachi 1.
Malachi chapter 1 verse 3.
Go ahead.
I hated Esau.
Start at 2.
Yeah, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord.
Right, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Go ahead.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Go ahead.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Right, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Right, so Jacob is the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
The so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native Indians.
I call one of my boys Jacob. Jacob and man, I haven't seen him for like 7, 8 years.
Go ahead. This says Jacob have thy love. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob.
Right, go ahead.
And I hated Esau.
He hated who?
I hated Esau.
He hated Esau. So the Most High God, the God of the Bible, our God, hates Esau. Right? He hates.
You got your bump.
The Most High hates the so-called white man, right? He hates the so-called white race. So the Most High loves the people, which is Jacob, which is us, and he hates our enemy.
What about Joe Biden? What do you say about Joe Biden?
About Joe Biden? Listen, get up here. I got. What you got? What you got? I'm about to say get Revelation.
12. Yeah, look.
Get Revelation.
It's Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Right?
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
It says destruction to the inhabitants of the earth. Go ahead.
And of the sea.
And of the sea. Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you.
Right? The devil has come down unto us. Right? By what was that law that he wrote?
94 crime.
That 94 crime law. Joe Biden, right? Remember that law? The 94 crime law? The devil is Joe Biden. He's came down upon us. Go ahead.
Having great wrath.
Having great wrath by signing that bill to lock us up.
Yeah,
right?
brother's still locked up today.
We still locked up today for it, right? Go ahead.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Joe Biden knows that he ain't got nothing but a short time. A lot of people believe that Joe Biden is going to croak before his 4th-year term is up.
Oh, yeah, I'll make it another year.
So what Joe Biden's going to do, he's going to do all that he can, right, to put us through more atrocities, more tribulations, and more trials, brother.
Right.
Right? So the Most High loves us, and he hates the so-called white man.
And that's right.
That's
Why?
right.
Why? Get Ezekiel 25.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 25.
Go ahead. We're going to show you why the Most High hates Esau. Go ahead.
Sorry.
You good? No, 14.
Ezekiel 25, 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Right upon Edom, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people.
By the hand of his people. So the Most High is going to use us as vessels, right? To lay hands on the so-called white man.
And put hands on that
Hey,
devil.
put hands on it, right? Go ahead. We're going to let that pass.
He's on the top. And I will lay vengeance upon, my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Right, go ahead.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
Right, go ahead.
And according to my fury.
Go ahead.
And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord God.
Keep going.
15. Thus saith the Lord God, because the Philistines have dealt by...
Where's that perpetual hatred at? That's 12? Because thou hast have a perpetual hatred? I need that because thou hast had a perpetual hatred towards that brother Jacob. Yeah, what's that?
I got
Obadiah?
bro. I gotta go home.
Check out that flyer, brother. All right?
Ezekiel 35:5.
It's 35. I thought it was 25.
One more before you leave. 35 and 5.
And get
Ezekiel.
Isaiah 42:22. Real quick.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Right, that's what the so-called white man did, right?
Right.
Slavery, genocide, right? Hey, pushing us out of our land, calling us illegal aliens, right? When he's the alien,
Right.
and we inhabited this land and ran it and built a civilization on it, right? Go ahead.
Says, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
He shed our blood by the force of the sword. And what was that sword? A Gatling gun, not no actual sword, right? Last verse. Bring that
Isaiah
up.
chapter 42, verse 22.
Right, go ahead.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right.
We've been robbed and spoiled. We've been robbed of our heritage, right? Our land. We've been robbed of the way we dress, our language, right? Our culture, right? Our God. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes.
We're snared in holes. When you go into that word snare, it means trap. We all in the traps. We in the barrios. We in the jacks, right? Go ahead.
They are hid in prison houses.
We are hid where?
In
prison houses.
Who's the most incarcerated people in America? So-called black and brown, right? Go ahead. So we are hid in prison houses. We've been robbed and spoiled, and we're in snares, right? Go ahead.
Therefore pray.
Therefore, hey, wherefore I pray, right? You walking down, you walking home. You done had a good day. You done messed around with some chick that you trying to get with for a minute, right? You finally got it. You got a big old smile from ear to ear, and here come the police.
Yeah, you got a 40 in the fridge.
Hey, you got a 40 in the fridge, right? Because you have became a prey to the so-called white man, right? Go ahead.
And none deliver it.
Right, and none deliver us. Nobody delivers us. Right? Police come up, they got us in handcuffs or just throwing us on the ground.
They got their knee on your neck.
Everybody got what out? A damn phone. Right? But according to the law, if we were to keep the laws of God, we're not supposed to stand by idle while our brother's life is threatened. Right? So this is why we need to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
And that's right.
Right.
God. For a spoil.
We are for a spoil. Go ahead.
And none saith restore.
And none saith restore. Right? So keep that in mind, brother. Read that flyer. What's your name?
Alright, man. You guys have a good one, Doc. Thank you. Appreciate it, homie.
What's your name, OG?
Oscar.
Oscar? All right, for sure. Pelon? All right. I'm gonna see you over there. I see you over there one day.
I live right around the corner home.
For sure. Stay up, man. Stay blessed.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Got it.